here because he's upset. Fine, he's expecting to hear what Wike has to present to Nigeria. But, during the time 2020 election, in the emergence of Governor Obaseki, this man played a role. And I don't think, it's unfair to even attack the man just because this is playing out now. He's playing his own personal game regarding PDP. But if he was on the side of, during that time of Governor Obaseki, many of you all who supported were supporting this same man. Let us call a spade and not a shovel. Many of you were supporting this same man. So his character as at that time was okay. It wasn't seen as uncouth. It wasn't seen as rude. It wasn't seen as condescending as at that time because it was supporting the person that you were supporting. But now, going down the line, 2022, today is September 23rd. What he's saying now, because he's on the other side, he's a rude man, he's wicked, he's this, he's that. I'm not a fan of Governor Wike. I am a fan of the truth. That's all. I'm a fan of the truth. So that's why I can never support or thank or acknowledge or praise any politician in the world, because you are constituted authority, you took the oath of office, you pledged to put your life on the line for your people. You swore to serve your people. So why should I now praise you, give you accolades? People use it as to give him encouragement. How about, is the person a baby? He's not a baby now. Come on. So what Wike was saying was painfully right. I mean, I'm talking in reference to Edo State and all that, but I feel kind of bad because that's my state, and for him to even put my state down in that manner, it was really, really wrong. But that is Wike's personality. He's a radical and rude politician, and I think without desperation of what is going on now, and he's hearing so many whispers against him, like they're bullying him. So that's why the man is giving them back. Computer age, they say garbage in, garbage out. You're giving me garbage, I'll give you garbage. And that's why Wike is talking the way he's talking. That's all I have to say, Ima. Thank you.
All right, Madam Rita, thank you very much. There's something that you said I would like you to shed more light on. That saying that you said poverty, yes, regarding poverty, tying it to those bishops. I tell you that those people are not poor. I mean, those are top bishops. Those are people who they are not, no, they are not poor. I think it's a case of greed. I think it's a case of greed. I don't know if you agree with this or you want to speak to it in poverty.
See, poverty is not defined by what you see in Ajegule or the streets of Ubini, the gutters and all that. Poverty can be defined in various forms and various conditions. You can, and sometimes I think, okay, let's put it this way. Some of us who live in diaspora, right? We see some homeless people outside, like, for example, streets of New York or even Canada, who are living outside the streets, even during the winter, and they are begging for alms. Now, if you call this man, let's say it's a man, you call this man and say, okay, come and do something very bad for me, I would give you. If that person is a junkie, a drug addict, possibly they would do it. But if that person is not, maybe the situation of life, how life turned out to be, that made them be outside, they wouldn't do that thing. Even if they know they are lacking, they wouldn't do that bad thing. So Nigeria, poverty has taken over our sense of, let me not use some people's sense of reasoning, that poverty-like mentality, and that transcends of being a slave. When you are a slave, anything your master says, good or bad, you are even willing to listen. You are even willing to be in that environment. So that's why I use the term poverty. Those men, their cheeks are rosy now. They're not looking gaunt now. I mean, their cheeks are rosy, but that mentality of, okay, let me hear what this man has to say because I know something, a monetary value is going to come out of it. That's the poverty mentality I am talking about. And that's why poverty is a B. Poverty is seriously, that is what Nigeria has become. Poverty has made us be something that we are God didn't create us to be. That's why we are even where we are. That's why we're even having this discussion. It's all centered on poverty, and that is and unfortunately, many Nigerians are even in that kind of space. Their mental state, their physical state, that is all wrapped around that poverty state of mind. Thank you.
All right, Madam Victor, thank you. Thank you for your submission. Thank you for the enlightenment. Thank you very much for that. Okay, Mr. Sampson.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Ima. Thank you. First of all, when we talk of this Mr. Pa Emiloko, is full of trick, because we see him with a northern bishop, or how sure are we that those people are still real northern bishop? Because this man is full of, tricks. He can do anything to make sure that he gets what he wants. Understand? So I saw that video, and the way the whole things were going, I personally concluded that these are not real bishop. These are also rented bishop as usual. But it might also be truth, because that's why we also say that the religious are also part of the problems we are still having. It might be truth, but I'm not 100% sure that these are real bishop, the way things went there. Having said that, I will come back to this, my Rivers friend. Mr. Wike, assuming he start doing this is his comedy show, and his praise and worship show that he's doing now. Assuming he started it before the PDP primary, it would have been a normal thing. It would have been, maybe he's fighting for the good people, the good citizens of Nigeria, or the benefit of Nigeria. This thing came their general primary election. And on that day, if we really watch that day, the way he came and he was saying, excuse me, the way he was begging, he was acting as a drunkard. Sorry to use that language again. The way he was acting, please send me this message. Please let me go for this message. I'm going to do this. Let me go. Just send me this message. Send me, after he has done all those things. And he now said, if he happened to be the winner of the primary, he's going to work for his party, and he's going to deliver that which they sent him to do. But if he happened to lose the primary, he will work with the winner. Today, what is he doing now? Now, after that, he's doing another wicked. Sometimes the Englishman will say, people don't command, you don't command respect, you earn respect. Respect is earnable, it's not commandable. We can have no respect for nobody, but he wants people to respect him. He don't honor anybody, but he wants people to honor him. This is the same man who gathered traditional rulers. Though there are some of those traditional rulers that they don't even know themselves, but it as a traditional ruler, these are people, according to the Edos, the Bini language, we say, he's a public servant. He's doing what people send him to do, but these are traditional rulers which God has ordained from their birth. He have no respect for them. He went to Edo State, my state. He went there, the only state that have the only city in Africa, the only empire in Africa. He went there. He abandoned our state governor. He went there to do whatever he want to do. Who is this man? I don't really know. I don't know. I don't believe people clapping for this man, telling him whatsoever that they are telling him. They do. Thank you very much. I don't really have much to say on this. Wike is disgusting to me. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you. But please, can we stop with the debasing words? There is no need to use a word and then apologize for it, please. So let's just not do what we shouldn't do. We know the words that are not accepted on the broadcast. Please, thank you so very much. So this is me giving a very special shout out to Naomi Bella. I have been looking for you. Good to have you on this broadcast, Mama. Thank you for coming in here. Welcome to the broadcast. I want to quickly move to Man of Prestige. Man of Prestige, yes, you. Let's talk. I don't know if you've been following the back and forth from with this Muslim tickets. Every day in the papers, if you ask those that join me for newspaper review every morning, we have every day we see in the paper, Khan is telling PDP to distance itself. Khan or PFN is saying you need to overturn this decision, and Tinubu will say there is no going back. Shetima is my final choice. Doing all of this now with all of that confidence, they are now in a call for a meeting. Was it an honorable thing for them to have even attended? Should they have even, honored the meeting? And the body language, should we be worried here? I mean, we are talking about the northern region, and we know that they hold numbers. Have these people who we were glad that yes, these people are standing, they are sticking to their guns on this one, and now we see them having, like a round table, merry-go-round kind of discussion.
Yeah, thank you, Emma, once again. How many minutes do I have? Can you hear me? Emma.
Go on. It's not hearing you.
Can you hear me?
She's not hearing you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I don't know what happened to her, but anyway, I was going to ask her how many minutes do I have, but I need to speak about Wike. I need to make my final statement in reference to Wike. Yeah, I just want everybody to be careful of what we're wishing. I know we want P2B to win, but I don't trust Wike. I mean, this is my own opinion. I don't dislike him, but the kind of politics he's playing, he's playing a politics like an Ashawo, just like come and get me. I mean, the kind of politics he's playing, people don't realize all he's playing for his own interests. So you all need to be very careful, because I'm not even sure where he's going to canvass his politics right now. He might be going to APC, he might be going to Labour Party, but he's going to be the highest bidder. Okay, you have some private meeting with both parties, and now because I just read the transcript of the meeting that of the interview that he has today, he's coming up in the open and talking about what APC offered him. He said Bola Tinubu offered him a senatorial candidate. I don't see him contesting for a senatorial candidate, but that's what he said today. And he said Obi is offering him a position, but he didn't say what Obi is offering him. But anyway, he said he rejected both of them. I mean, if you have a private meeting with somebody, why are you coming out telling everybody the private meeting you reject? I think he's just playing Nigerians. That's my own opinion. He's just playing a mago, if I may use that one, Nigeria, mago politics. You can see what he did. And he even mentioned about secondary, the governor of Anambra State, that he removed him there because he wants the presidential to come to the South. But the president to come to the South for his own ambition, that's all. So I'm just saying, you all need to be careful, thinking that if he's doing all this to destabilize PDP, that is going to canvass his political, interest to Obi. I don't know. I hope he does, but I don't trust Wike. Okay, everything is all about his own interest. But anyway, that's my summation on that. I think the last question Emma, presented to me was about the Christians. Look, this is Nigerian. I think they're always going to go for the highest bidder. I don't even care about, that Christian. I mean, no, I'm in favor of, I'm against the Muslim ticket. Believe me, I'm against it. But the Nigerians, they have a very short memory. It's all about who's going to give me something. I mean, why are they having a meeting with them if they're not going to, have an underlying ambition to welcome in? Because we don't really know what's going to happen in that politics, because it seems like everything has subsided right now. They don't really care about that Muslim ticket, but that would be a detrimental to that country if they allow that to happen, to have a true Muslim, ruling that country. So one day you're going to have Muslim, because they will never allow a Christian to rule that country. But I can put my money here. They will never allow, as far as I'm not against religion or whatever, but in a Nigerian space, we are not ready for that right now. But I wish we are ready, because we are, United States, it doesn't matter what religion, as far as, you are capable, they're going to allow you to run and all that kind of things. But Nigerian space, we are not ready for that. And maybe in the future that will come true. And the way they are doing it right now, it seems like the Christians, they have subsided their grievances, from whatever is going on. Who knows what they're going to give to them? They might just say, okay, go ahead. We don't care. We don't care again. So, but that's all I have to say about that. It's terrible. I hope something like that doesn't happen. So we just have to pray for Nigeria. That's all I have to say. Thank you, everybody.
All right, thank you for that, Mr. Man of Prestige. Thank you. If you are just joining the broadcast, I welcome you to the broadcast. Thank you for being here. Please do well to like this broadcast, share, and invite someone onto the broadcast. And to those in the comment section, kudos, guys, kudos, well done. I see each and every one of you. Irene Finance, I think you are bullying Wike here. Thank you for being here. OJ Oliha, thank you very much for being here. Sam Sky says, Edo State Governor said it will leave PDP if Ayu resign. That is the reason Wike is attacking him. I think it is good for governor to attack governor. If you are working for your state, nobody can attack you. But I was also going to say, but when we can talk, she not lie. She road good, Abi road no good. She then go recognize Bini, Abi they no go recognize Bini. I just think, Wike at least is doing something in his state. Something, I don't see what you hold him against being, well, maybe there are. No, I really don't want you guys to come for me with that. Let's move on to Mr. Emmanuel. Mr. Emmanuel, I hope you are still here.
Yeah, good evening, everybody, once again.
All right, Mr. Emmanuel, please reaction on the meeting that the APC presidential candidate had with the Northern Christian Association of Nigeria.
Okay, first of all, I will say anything about Tinubu is fake. So sorry to say that, but you say we should not say sorry, but that is the truth. Everything about Tinubu is fake. If you fake a bishop, you fake Christianity, is fake. So this one, the other person spoke that I doubt whether they are true. I doubt it. So what I want the Christian Association of Nigeria to come up and make comment. If they are supporting this man, they should wait for the consequence ahead. Because this is a man that stands. He is proving that he's more than all the Christians put together. Because they told you this is what the people want. Even non-Christians, even the Muslims, they say this is not right. He bent on it. So one man cannot be greater than everybody. Why in the first place, why did he have to gather the northern Muslim? Why not call all the Christians again? All the pastors or the Christian association over Nigeria. Why center on the north? When somebody is using body language, you read meaning to them. You follow them the way when they are bringing their own tactics, we follow them. We are not fools. All of us cannot be fools. Why you calling for a session of the people? And first of all, you fake bishop, you fake pastor. Then you're not coming out to say that Christianity is not religion is not important. Now why are you calling for religion again? So these people are just playing over us. They are just using us as they are just looking at us as a non-entity. So I want the federal government, this Christian association to make comment concerning this, because there is a body. When you talk of Christians, it doesn't matter. Let me use that language of Chris Oyakhilome. It doesn't matter whether you are from the south, you are from the north, you are from the west. Everybody is the same. because we all have the same faith, have the same religion, have the same everything. All mind is the same. There is no south and west and east. Why are you sectionalizing Christianity? We are trying to bring division among Christians. That is the way I look at it. Call all the Christians association, call everybody together, address everybody. Then you go to the north and gather a session of the people, and maybe God knows you have said, you see the speech, you see how they were talking. How are you sure that these people are really genuine? So that is the question I want to ask. If it is true, let the representative, the president of the Christian Association of Nigeria, let him make a comment concerning this, and let them make us know. Let them stand or make known on what they stand for. Whether they have not compromised their first what they stand for before, or they still stand on it, because this man, they have no regard for Christianity. They have no regard for religion, especially Christianity. They don't have regard for it. Because for you to fake fake Christianity, if it were to be a Muslim religion, this is what they call sacrilege, or they say blasphemy. It's a blasphemy. In the first place, he can't do that to a Muslim religion. So now you did it to a Christian religion, and you are still coming back to call them and say Christianity a religion, it doesn't matter. Who told you that Christianity religion doesn't matter? We have a different type of a religion, and it's only two that is leading in Nigeria. This is Muslim. Anything you are doing, you must carry them along. So that is what I have for this take. For concerning Wike, whatever Wike is doing now is only just crying. But we have to praise him if he do anything good. Somebody is saying that the resources he's using is for the public. If everybody is using that resources in Nigeria and they are developing the state, we are not supposed to be where we are today. We will not be talking of a bad government. These are things we are crying for. So if they use the resources well, anybody that do something, you still have to praise him. I am not for Wike, because Wike is a radical person, honestly speaking. But if anybody do something right, you have to praise that person. It's okay, what you have done is right. Don't say it's the public people. What of the people that have the same share and they are banking the money somewhere in Europe? So if somebody do something right, you still have the right to praise that person. If it's not only condemning somebody all the time, condemn somebody. If he does anything good, still praising that. This one. So next time he can do better. So that's for Wike, for going to Edo State to say what he have said and do what he have done, things like that. I think Wike was one of the pillars that make Osumole not able to rig that election. If not because of Wike, they would have rigged that election. It's very clear. So let us still give him a kudos for that. The Edo State governor, he's supposed to copy from Wike what he has done in Rivers State. Let him demonstrate it. You see what is going on in Edo State? Killing. They are talking of courtesan. I don't know whether you know. You have seen it. So if Wike is saying anything concerning Edo State, it's very right. Let us call a spade, as according to that lady. Let us call a spade. If he's saying anything, because what he has saying is very bad. So if our governor is not doing, I'm from Edo State anyway. If our governor is not doing anything right, let him go and do something and let him ratify himself. So thank you very much. That's what I have for now.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that submission. Thank you very much.
Can I ask
Mr. Machiavelli? Yes.
Yeah. To my brother that just finished speaking.
Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Machiavelli.
My brother. You see, we are putting a kind of a sentiment in those kind of things. Let me ask you, in your own house, we are leaving things because this one is not working, this one is not working. I don't care about any of them. But I want to ask you a very simple question. You are in your house. You are the father of your house. Somebody comes to your house without even getting your authorization. Will you allow that, yes or no?
No, Actually, that is why in the first place I said Wike is a radical person.
Okay. Then you allow people to dictate for you? Then you allow people to dictate for you because you believe that these people are doing. You see, this is why Nigerians, we will never grow.
Let me tell you, if somebody point out your error.
And tomorrow, will somebody come to the River State without his authorization? This is the thing. We need to say things the way it is. I don't care about whether Governor Obaseki does this. When somebody is acting like see he thinks like a god, when you are not, you are.
What I'm trying to, it means you didn't get my comment. What I'm trying to say there is that it's a challenge to Edo State governor. It's a challenge to him. Okay. I'm not saying what Rivers State governor came to do in Edo State is right or wrong. I'm not judging him. But I'm saying most of the things that he pointed out, if it is maybe you are not developing your area, you are not developing your area, all this thing, it's true. So if anybody says something like that, whether the manner he said it is wrong, that is another topic of his own. But what he said is right. So if he say you are not developing your place, you are not developing your place. Go and compare your place with my place. So you are not developing your place. So governor is right on that one. I don't care which manner he put it or which manner he doesn't put it. Why can't Edo State copy from him? So he came there. I'm not judging him that you came there wrongly. I'm not saying he's right for that, but I'm making a point here that what he said concerning Edo State is very right. It's 100% right. Go to Edo State. Even sometimes some people can't travel there because of the killings and because of the courtesan and all those things. Are you happy with it?
Edo State that is the only courtesan. I want to ask you, is it the killings or what is happening? You see, one thing we have to understand here, I keep saying it, you are just looking at the whole thing. How much does the River State get? How much does Edo State get? Now, all these governors that have been coming in there, you are looking at it on one side. All the governors that have entered in Edo State or anything, what have they changed that Edo State into Dubai? All of them. I'm asking you. What you are supposed to be asking these people now is we are tired of them. We want a system that will work for everybody, even the wicked that is using this. So is it his money? Even in the River State that is doing, is it his money? See, where you are now, where you are living now, do you actually think that if these people are not working according to how it works for everybody, it will not get to your turn as somebody who comes to that country, country? It will not get to you. So we shouldn't be saying this one. We must work for all Nigerians. Me, I'm not interested in all of them should go. That's what it is. We must.
Excuse me. What I'm trying to say here, I'm not trying to. I for one, I support justice.
Thank you.
I support justice. I don't support this. I'm from Edo State. I'm supporting. Okay.
Thank you, Miss Ima. Please, I still have a question to ask. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Mr. Machiavelli, thank you very, very much. I'm so satisfied with your question and with your response to this, my brother. That you are talking of the way things. Number one, let me add to the question that Mr. Machiavelli asked you before. Have you ever seen a home which another home leader will not be deciding or tell the other home leader how to, rule his home, and the children will be, clapping for him that, yes, you are not the one telling our father how to father us. It is not done. And any children that will definitely clap for that, whether their father is doing the right thing or the wrong thing, those children, they are not worth to be. I don't know how to say it. They are not worthy to be a good children. Whether good or bad, you have to, first of all, stand by your father, by your home, by the family which God brought you through before any other thing. And now, if we also talk about, you will see, they say the ancient, not this one, Wike is just making noise now. The ancient, after his tenure, when he left that office, and Obaseki, my governor, leave his own office, then let us wait for the later come. Understand, the end definitely shall tell. Not those ones Wike are doing that we are saying is doing something, That is just
my brother.
what I really want to say.
You ask me questions. Let me talk to you. If moderator will allow me answer you, okay? You see, problem with Nigeria is that this is my own. That is why things are going wrong. When your own is doing wrong, kick that person out. Tell him wholeheartedly you are not doing anything right. So if you say
You
this
have
is
never
my own
answered my
because
question.
no.
If it is to be your father, if it's to be, that is my question. If it's to be your father,
if it
and
is my
another father
if
outside is coming
yes,
to
yes.
control your father, how to take care of you, are you going to kick your
Wike
father out?
No, Wike did not control him. He only told him this is how your state look like. He didn't remove governor. He didn't tell him remove all your ministers. He didn't control him. Let us call a spade a spade. The problem we are having, we are too tribalistic, and you are just demonstrating it now. Edo State has not done anything good. So is it when we are attacking Osomole? Osomole still did something in Edo State. This man has not done anything.
All right.
Okay, although he have done a little.
We have to
Excuse
move
me, he
on.
have done something. He have done a little.
What did Oshomole do? You see, this is the way you are just fighting for the sentiment. You are not fighting for the people. I think that is what you are trying to. You are looking at your own side now.
All right, Mr.
What have they done? You talk about your own. Don't be using all these people.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so very much, gentlemen. Mr. Judin, you've been very patient on the broadcast. Thank you for waiting. Please do not take us back to where we are coming from. Let's get your reaction on.
Okay, yes, fellow panelists and all our listeners, I'm really very appalled, flabbergasted, and to say the least, that these can bishops should answer to such an invitation after they have been scorned by and cajoled by the same man by going to the roadside and hiring agberus and loafers, and wearing on them fake bishop gown and whatever, and bring them together to impersonate them. And then also having slapped, having APC slap them on the face by telling now the Christians in Nigeria, especially those in the north, that none of you is competent enough to be a vice president, because I am choosing a vice president, someone who has capacity, credibility, character. So none of you have that character. None of you has that qualification to fit in. That is why I have to go and choose Shetima. In spite of all this slap, all this disgraceful, all this neglect, all this shameful display of arrogance and impunity in telling a section of Nigerians in the north that they are not fit enough to be vice president. These people, they say we shouldn't call names. Otherwise, I don't know what other name that fits that one could have called this so-called bishop other than fools. Should still go and sit down and listen to this Jaga bandits. What are they listening to him for? What are they listening for? What are they listening for? And then right in their presence, right there in their front, the man is still telling them that they are so stupid that they cannot be a vice president. None of the Christians in the north can be vice. Because he was still telling them right in that program or in that meeting that the reason why he chose Shetima is because he's competent, because of his competence, because of his character. And then everybody knows the same person is talking about his painting as being competent and has good character and capacity. Is the same man that was a governor during the kidnap of the Chibok girls, who masterminded the kidnap of Chibok girls, because he could have avoided that with the intel that was sent to him. I think it was Wike that sent that intel to him, warning him that he should not allow those children to go and sit for exam, that this is what the plan that is ahead. He still allowed them. The same man that is known today in Nigeria as a terrorist leader, as sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. The same man that have opened his mouth and said how he's going to exterminate the Igbos, how he's going to make sure they frustrate them in Nigeria, how that they will never amount to anything. The video is out there. That is the man that this Jagabandit, Ole, Ashwa Tinubu, Omole, has gone to choose to be a vice president. Why? Because he's so desperate to be a president of Nigeria that when they impose this man, of course, Tinubu never choose that man. If we're to call a spade, Tinubu would have not chosen that man if he had the 100% responsibility of doing so. It was imposed by him, by the Northerners, because they know that this is the man that will continue and finish up Buhari's agenda when he exists. And they know that Tinubu is going nowhere. Well, even if he's elected, he's not going to spend more than highest a few months. They will take him away, and Shettima will become president. And Shettima will continue from where Tinubu and where Buhari has stopped. And this is the kind of person they go and they went and sat down and be listening. And the Bible they read, the Bible this bishop read and use in preaching to their members, I believe they had forgotten that same Bible they read, if actually they are real bishop, like some people are mentioning here, if actually they are real bishop, that same Bible they read, talk about, he said, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Tinubu has scorned the Christians in Nigeria by going to choose a Muslim and telling the Christians in Nigeria that they amount to nothing, that they cannot be a vice president under their regime. And you want to sit with such a man. And the Bible that you read said, blessed are you if you do not stand in the seat of the scornful. This man has scorned you, has told you that you are not qualified, you don't have the capacity, you don't have the character. But it's only a terrorist that have the character to become a vice president. And you can sit and listen to that man and honor such invitation. It's a shame. I say shame on you, all those bishops that attended that program. I hereby call on every Christian in the north to repudiate those so-called bishops that went to that meeting. They are a shame and a disgrace to the Christendom, to what Bible, to what Christians stand for, and to anyone that stands on the truth and haven't seen all that Nigerians have been to, all that APC government have brought Nigeria, to the present situation, calamity that we are in, should repudiate those bishops and let them know that they do not represent the Christians in the north. They're only representing their belly, because I believe they must have gone out with big envelope, stocking with money. Of course, that is the modus operandi of Chief Tinubu alias Jagabandit. That is his modus operandi. Anywhere he goes with money to bribe. That is how perverse this man is. And that is the kind of man they want to listen to. Why again are they going to listen to that man? Having known his antecedent in Lagos, a man that is full of nepotism, that appointed his daughter to be in charge of the whole market in Lagos, collecting money, and his son to be in charge of all the synergies in Lagos, collecting billions, and himself collecting 15% of all the revenue that comes from Lagos. Is that the kind of man? Not only that, this man Tinubu has turned many Yoruba youths into Aberus in Lagos. Lagos has the most Aberu in Nigeria, if not the entire African continent. And yet, they want to sit with this colorful man, a man that has lacked capacity and integrity, a man whose genealogy cannot be traced, a man whose academic qualification, is still remain very shady, and no one knows where he went to primary and secondary school. No one can tell about his father and his mother. A man that goes by different names, it depends on which situation. A man that have been arrested and tried, as a drug pusher as a drug dealer in the United States of America. Such a pervert man, you want to sit down and listen to him. A man that bribed his way to become the vice president, the presidential bearer of his way, that spent billions to bribe his way to buy votes. Such an irresponsible man, you want to sit down, you say you're a Christian, you're a Christian leader? Shame unto you. Shame unto you. I wonder what Christians in Nigeria have turned to. No wonder we are the most religious country in the world, and yet we are the most sinful, the most wicked country on the planet of the earth. Because Christians don't even know what they want. They don't even know their right. They don't even know they read the Bible, yet they're even anti-Bible. God is telling you that blessed are you if you do not stand in the way of the unrighteous, if you do not stand in the way of the scornful, if you do not stand in the way of the wicked, and yet you go and stood in the way of a scornful man like Tinubu, a man that have disgraced, that is part of the people that have ruined this country, Nigeria. If any of those bishops were to be my father, I would have gone to disown him immediately. Until we Nigerians will continue to condemn what is wrong, we are going nowhere. We are going nowhere. It doesn't matter who he is, whether it's your father or your mother or your brother or your sister, until we begin to repudiate these evil people and give them at an arm's length, ostracize them. We are going nowhere. Because what that means to Tinubu is it has added credibility to him. It has, look at now, bishops they've attended my meeting, whether they agree with him or not, at least that photo of that public display is all that he wanted, and he got it. He got it. He got it. That is the credibility he wanted. He got it. Shame onto those bishops.
All right, Mr. Judin. Mr. Judin. Thank you. Please, let's stick to the no name calling, please. No insults, no debasing words on humans. Please, let's stick to that. Thank you for your submission, Mr. Judin. Thank you to those that are just joining in. Thank you. Welcome. But do well to like this broadcast, share, and invite someone on to the broadcast. Yes, guys. Before we go on, now we have to take another break. So you guys just enjoy this one, and we'll be right back in a minute.
Possible. Our great Nigeria is very possible. Ancient of days, our Lord as you are, our Lord as you are, you will never change. Ancient of days, as old as you are, as old as you are, yes, you will never change. And I promise them, I'm here to bury them. As he depend them, he dey see with us. As he dey with us, he dey pay. Oh yeah, I said, as he depend them, he dey see with us. As he dey see with us, he go dey pay. Yeah, as he dey pay.
All right. We are right back. Thank you, Mr. Judin. That was a whole lot of offloading, and you sure got some fans both in the comment section and even in the private chat. Madam Omoyed, all those things you've been saying in the private chat, it is time that you tell the good people of Nigeria. Madam Omoyed, over to you, please.
Thank you very much, very dear host. How do I come after Jude, man? The man just offloaded everything from my chest. You see, that's why I was in a private chat just saying, wow, You know, I don't think there's any Nigerian that wants to see the good in Nigeria that would not react emotionally one way or the other. I don't think there's anyone that's not going to be affected the way Brother Jude is affected. That's just the truth. Because all of us, the reason why personally, and maybe I can speak to a few on here, Niger Live, Niger Watch, and all the hosts and everything, is because everybody's tired. And we all come here every day to, put our word out there. Hopefully people in Nigeria, wherever you are, would listen in and also feel the emotions and move accordingly, because there's no time to be sitting idle anymore. There's no time to be on the fence anymore. We really, really, really need to take this from these people. We can't. It's too much. There's just too many lives that are just going every day. As though they're ants. My goodness, it's heavy to talk about. And this is what keeps me going every morning when I wake up. And the last thing I think about before going to bed is Nigeria. In my entire life, being in Nigeria, home and abroad, I've never felt emotional about Nigeria the way I feel about it. So everything that Jude just said, 100% supported. And I also want to say, I don't think we should be emotional so much when somebody refers to our state. Who gave Wike the opportunity? If every governor does right by his people, right? Nobody can just throw any shade at you. But if you have not done well for your people and it's obvious for people to say, they will find a way to throw any stuff. They will find a way to throw stuff at you. So I think I hope that they are opening their eyes and they are doing what they need to do given the time left in office, because it is the people that matter. And when people say, oh, comparing Rivers State with Nigeria, we don't have as much money. It's not the amount of money you have. It's how you manage the money. It's how you manage the funds. When even if another state is richer than you, but if you have 50 million, another state has the capacity to have 250 million, they might not be using it effectively. But with your 50 million, you might be able to double or triple it and also touch the lives of your people and put the necessary structures in place so that the lives of your people will be easier. So I don't know. Personally, I don't want to waste my time talking about Tifnubu. I don't. Broom, broom, broom. I don't even want to say his name because he's just a joke. He's a joke. And anybody who believes that Nigeria needs to get it right and does not want to see more bloodshed in that country needs to take a stand today, not tomorrow, today, because we don't have the time anymore. We don't. I hear people saying, no, I'm still sitting on the fence. I don't know. I don't understand though. I don't get it. This is not the time to be guessing and trying to explain and use big grammar to say everything. You have to choose which side do you want to be on. And then I was on a platform and somebody was, and some people were saying, oh, people are concerned that our candidate Peter Obi is Biafra. I said, okay, fine, he's Biafra. So what? What are you going to do about it? We have to, whatever they throw at us, we have to be able to take it and run with it. So what he is? It is, okay, fine. It is time for Igbo to rule us. How about that? Is there anything wrong with it? Since you want to tribalize, because we don't have the time. I'm tired of trying to massage anybody's ego. I'm tired of trying to explain why this man makes sense. If you don't get it, you don't get it. You don't get it. It's not my job to make you get. I don't live in Nigeria. I don't benefit from it. My family is not in Nigeria. So whatever you want to do with it, that's your problem. I just care that people live in sane conditions, for crying out loud. I'm tired of the stories that keep coming out. We're all tired of it, but we cannot also not see the concerns and say something about it. Because whether we like it or not, whether you're on the ground or not, it affects you. Wherever you are as a Nigerian, it affects you. Look at what happened in Dubai. Until you're 40 and you have 5 million, you can't go to Dubai. Are you kidding me? I will not be shocked if it is the same leaders at the top that have houses there that have decided and have told these people to shut Nigerians out. I will not be surprised. So I beg, whoever is still sitting on the fence, wherever you are, in the comment section or whatever, Biko, choose a side and stand by it. There's no time. Whatever you choose, your generation will benefit from it. It's just that simple. And I'm going to yield with that. I don't have anything else to say. Jude has already said everything from my chest. So there we have it.
All right, Madam Omoye, thank you very much. And yes, Mr. Juden, of course, we had to take a break after your submission. That was fierce. That was fire. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for, offloading that on here. We needed to hear that. We feel that way. A good number of us feel that way. And it's good to know that, we are not alone in this. Mr. Desmond, how are you doing? Welcome to the broadcast. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, people on the panel. I'm just gonna probably start with Nigeria has become a movie. I mean, sometimes now I don't even watch normal movies. I just go to Nigerian news, political news, and I laugh my ass out. It's basically become Bollywood. The time that you see Wike singing and all those stuff. It's basically Z word right now. But let's get away from that. I don't really want us to sit here and crucify uh Yesom Wike for for the interviews. Because whether we like it or not, he has done very good in River State. Whether we like it or not, River State people has benefited a lot from Wike. If you're talking about the past governors River State has had, Wike has been the best among all of them. So let's not try to, try to get it twisted. Try to make Wike the bad man here. All this fight is basically PDP fight. It's not in Nigeria. Nigeria is not in a war against America, or they're not in war against Ukraine. This is PDP fight against each other. So it basically benefits us. Whatever they do is their business, you know. And Wike is in his right to do what he's doing. He's a Nigerian politic, but it's Nigerian politics, as I say. Whatever he does is his business, and let's not try to basically crucify him. Whatever he says, everybody has their own manner of, you know, saying something. He might not to us or to me. I might not, I would probably not say it the way he said it, but it is his own way of saying stuff. Everybody has their own way of letting something out there. It might not be right to you, but to some people, it's just golden. But anyway, with what is happening in and I would say that whether we like it or not, Wike has a relevant when it comes to the political space of Nigeria. His relevant is a lot. If he hasn't done anything in Rivers State, you would say, I think if he hasn't done anything, if he wasn't a very good governor, I think PDP would actually let him go by now. It's because of the relevant he is to Port Harcourt and Rivers State people. That is why he knows that he has the number when it comes to Rivers State. He has the number whether we like it or not. I mean, if I'm in River and Wike asks me to vote for this person, me seeing that I have benefited from this man's government and his sense of reasoning have actually benefited me. I'm gonna go key into some of me is gonna key into what he's saying. I'm not saying that everybody in Rivers is gonna key into whoever Wike says vote for. That's not what I'm saying. But the fact is that he has the influence to influence at least 30-40% of Rivers people. And PDP knows that. That's why they are not really trying to scold him or anything. They're just petting him around so that they can win him back. They know all this. So let's try to give Wike a break. He's doing what he's doing. A lot of people have consulted him. Let's not come say article. Sorry. Tinubu. He saw Tinubu in London. He saw these people. I mean, he's irrelevant when it comes to political space. So a lot of people is gonna try to woo him. Our principal Peter Obi has gone to him. So we don't know what happened. We don't know what they said. Even with Tinubu, we don't know what they said. We don't know what offer they gave to him. But because of his political relevance, people want him in their side. So let's just keep that in our mind. But unfortunately, I would say unfortunately for Yeson Wike, if Labour Party, if P2B was not in this space, I think he would have been, his relevance would have been a whole lot more. Because of P2B, I don't think his relevance is that much as it should have been if Labour Party was not in this space. Because of Labour Party, people in Rivers is gonna be on based on choice. He's gonna win whether we like it or not. Come 2023, the governor candidate that he presented is gonna win it. Because he has the people there. But when it comes to presidential candidate, he doesn't have as much people as he thinks he does. But he still has people because of his influence and what he's done for River State. But let's leave that apart of Yesom Wike and go to Tinubu with the Muslim bishops. To me, I feel like Tinubu is not even playing the politics well because um, Muslim Christians in the northern side are still the minority when it comes to Christians. Where he should be, gathering this stuff, this momentum, should be in the south, where he knows that majority of Christians are in the south. He can't come to the south and pull this stunt. And I'm still basically expecting Khan to come and basically say whatever, say who they're supporting, because that video is uncomfortable to me. It's really uncomfortable. I don't know how people that call themselves bishop is gonna even listen to what he has to say. I mean, I would say probably respect. Like you said, greedy can actually come up to it. Some people are greedy. I mean, once you have 10 million, you want to have 20 million. Once you have 20, you want to have 40. It's basically greediness that comes up to it. But I wanna believe that it's not the case, and it's just out of respect that they granted that meeting. Um, I'm gonna leave the note with Nigeria is in such a dangerous space right now. We are fighting a lot of stuff. I mean, we are fighting poverty. We are fighting insecurity. We are fighting. I don't know. I don't even know where to start the fight from. As in, is hitting you from the front, is hitting you from the back, is hitting you from the side. Where do you face and fight? We don't even know. Now I'm afraid of going to Nigeria because I was almost kidnapped in last December. Now I'm afraid of coming back this December because it's crazy. We are in this space that we need to secure our country. We need to do a lot of stuff, and we're still here. Some people are still here, still thinking about who to vote for when it's clear, when it's basically clear, like crystal clear, that this is the man to vote for, and they're still there lying to themselves, being so tribalistic in some cases. It's so annoying sometimes when I go to some platform, I hear some stuff. I'm like, I mean, and most people like this are people that are basically in diaspora. I'm like, are you that blind? Why would you still be thinking like this? You're in a first world country, and you're still, and your brain is still, I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I don't want to use a bad word, but it's crazy. It drives me nuts when I see some people still yearning for all this Emiloko, Tinibu, and Atiku. It's annoying, but what can we do? We just gotta come here and say our mind. You know, I just want us to keep, doing what we are doing. I know that come 2023, by God's grace, P2B is going to be in that seat, and there is nothing Tinubu or Atiku is going to do about it. Thank you very much.
Hello,
All right.
Emma.
All right.
Okay.
Ima is not available right now. I thank you very much,
Yeah.
Mr. Des. I appreciate
Okay.
you for your time with us. I think Ima is having a technical situation right there. We're going to move on now to Mr. Pansat. Mr. Pansat, good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Thank you very much, Elvis and panelists. I started listening in when Madam Rita was speaking, and boy, I'm a very proud man here. You go all the way down to everybody who's spoken so far. It's been all wonderful. But as we're coming down the pike, I think we'll have about 5 days to get to the main season, the campaign season. So,
My dear, what I want to say
my comments today are going to be with respect to and with honor and respect to the Christian community of the northern Nigeria. It's not just geographic. That means if you are from that side, but you are somewhere in Nigeria, even if you're in the south, and you're a northern and a Christian. Let me go with the lyrics of a song that we all know very well when it says, "When we walk with the Lord in the light of his word, what a glory he sheds on our way while we do his good will. He abides with us still and with all who will trust and obey. Trust and obey, for there's no other way to be happy in Jesus but to trust and obey." So that's what we get from the New Testament. But in Joshua 8:1, now talking about fighting now, going to war, as where it may be figurative. Then the Lord said to Joshua, "Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Take the whole army with you and go up and attack Ai. For I have delivered into your hands the king of Ai, his people, his city, and his land." So no matter what's going on, all sorts of narratives, excuses, justifications, we know that there's full implementation of, at least a call for full implementation of Sharia law in northern Nigeria as against the Nigerian constitution, if not the entire country. Islamic extremist ideology and terrorism, Boko Haram, Fulani militia, armed bandits, and other terrorists permeate the whole region. Violations of fundamental human rights of Christians in the north, marginalization, discrimination, and all that. Islamic takeover agenda, that's what's over there, including ethnic cleansing and ancestral land grabbing. Let's not make it too serious. This is why there shouldn't even be too much talk, because I've listened to Baba Shalawa, Dogara, and other leaders. These are northern Christians because they've been through a lot. Imagine your neighbors for at least a century. There's no amalgamation, there's no unity. killing our fellow citizens, especially from their own people right there in the north. You say, okay, the north. So these people don't believe in too much talking. I don't think I should condescend to say, hey, go out there and take your country back. Do not even accommodate this Muslim ticket. What I'm saying is that I would be handling it differently, which is why we have to learn from them. I really have a lot of faith in what they're about to do. They get no respect because they're a minority over there in some of the areas. Because I think in some of the areas it's either even or you have more Christians. It's just that the Christian tenant will not let us behave like them. We're polite, courteous like Christ, good manners, civility. We're respectful. Our candidate, our principal, has those kind of qualities: geniality, kindness, thoughtfulness, cordiality, discretion, diplomacy. That's what these minorities also display in the north. It's like you don't hear from them. They're in the forefront. But as much as I'm going to try to avoid giving them advice, because I like what I see, I think they know that the major thing in this election is that Muslim ticket. It's a big deal. Who's proposing it? It's not northern Muslims, because I really don't think real Muslims would do what's happening over there. Northern Muslims would not do it. Real Muslims would not try to violate the doctrine of a federal character. Real Muslims will not try to disturb the entire community. What it is that Tinubu, former Governor Tinubu, the Jagaban, I don't know his other accolades or whatever, he has no respect. He's not a real Muslim. He's not from the north. He's not genuine. He has no respect. As a matter of fact, his running mate was on a tape talking to another Muslim, so a governor from Yoruba, whom these people do not even consider to be real Muslims. He's mocking them. He's on the phone, insulting and threatening the Igbos with genocide and all sorts of things. And that one over there was laughing like a fool. He wasn't really reciprocating that much, but he was able to withstand it. He never for once told that guy, hey, you're talking about our people, get the hell out of here. He never did that. So the repercussions of this Muslim ticket, I want both Muslims, real Muslims in the north, and Christians. This is the time to support your people. Don't let this Yoruba Muslim, fake Muslim, come and destroy your society over there in the north. So there should be consequences. And we should start seeing the effects now, the byproduct, reverberations, some backlash, some ripple. Even if they don't, that's not the way of the Northerners. They're not boisterous. They go and they do what they have to do to get that result. We should not allow this Tinubu machination. He goes, he rents bishops. You know what it is to go and rent a bishop? Not a pastor, bishops, put them on fake clothing. You must think that we're stupid, right? And you do it with impunity. You go and you bring Buhari and you come and you take credit for it. That alone should put you to shame not to show your face in public. So I know this is a limited time to make a statement. Others are willing to talk, but I'm outraged because anything these people do, is it money? Money, really? Do you really think that those things are listed, including genocide and ethnic cleansing? You think you're going to go buy Baba Shalawal or dog out his followers? You're going to go buy them with money? Where you were threatening them with elimination? Or do you think it's a Christian issue? If you're a Muslim and you let this happen, shame on you. It's not a religious issue. Now, remember, there's never been a tenet that I'm not talking about the tenets. This is just us, Nigerians. Support them this time. Don't put Tinubu to shame. He has no leg to stand on. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pansat. That was deep, and I just wish many Nigerians can learn from that. We don't have any other option. This is the only option we have right now, Peter Obi. It's not about tribalistic view. We have to say it as it is. If you choose Tinubu or you choose Atiku, you just want us to remain the way we are. That's it. So I support what Mr. Pansat said. All Nigerians should wake up, face the realism, take a vital decision, beneficial decision, a positive decision to support only one person amongst these three. Mr. Peter Obi, I'm not an able man. I'm not doing this because I'm an able man. I'm not doing this because Peter Obi have given me some money. I'm not doing it because any of you right here have given me some money. I'm doing this because I know I'm doing the right thing. Because I want to change. I want to change in my country. I want to be part of that change. I want to benefit from that change. That's why I'm doing this. So please, like I've always said, let's stand for what is right. You know, let's remove sentiment out of this. Let's do what is right and support Mr. Peter Obi comes 2023. Campaign is starting on the 28th. Today is just 23rd. 5 days from now, campaign will start. What are you going to do with your own platform? Don't tell me you don't have a follower. Don't tell me you don't know anybody. You are here. Make a video, send it to me, I'll show it here. Let people see your passion. The people that is here on our panel talking all the day, every time, they're showing their concerns, their passion, they're expressing it through my platform. Same, you can make a video, you bring it here, we also show it. Talk to your people back home, talk to your relatives, the right person for them to vote for, not to make a mistake. I'm doing my best, and I will not have anything to regret supporting this lane. It's the best lane ever. Thank you very much. I'll move to the next person right now, which is Mr. CM. Mr. CM, thanks for joining us this evening. Happy weekend to you.
Good evening, Niger Watch, and happy weekend to everybody. Really, sorry I came late again. These days, I don't usually finish in time. Anyway, I think what I saw, I should say, what is on the menu. They said PDP can't suspend me. It's fight to finish. Yes, actually, I took time to listen to Wike's interview while I was somewhere with some media personalities. Think AI representing AIT. There's no channels, yes, and then TVC and one I think NTA. There was no Arise News. Probably they didn't bring our darling Rufai. Anyway, what is really happening is that I will analyze this situation this way. Napoleon Bonaparte said, when your enemy is making a mistake, don't stop him. So the soap opera of PDP is our wish it will continue. But the thing is, in all this, there's a moral to some of this. It is just like life lessons that we should learn. It is true that Wike is now crying, and that is what we want, to destroy PDP from within. But one must also realize that Wike was the architect of all this, because according to the constitution of PDP, power should come down south. But Wike, in his because he has the ambition, sometimes power is blind. Absolute power, they say, corrupts absolutely. He forgot that the last PDP president came from Bayelsa State in the south. Now, he reached a deal before, behind the scene, discussing with Atiku. Atiku invited him that he would like two of them to run together. Wike said no, he want to run alone. So that is testing the waters. So Atiku knew that Wike want to run on his own. Now, when the thing started, that was why when they are talking of zone, Atiku quickly go and bought form. And people descended on Atiku, started writing, say, look, are you buying form? I remember Atiku sent the Dokwesi, if we could cast our mind back. Dokwesi taught the southeast. South Anambra went to, what is this man? The boy is good. Former minister in the First Republic and the first surviving. It's called Mbazulika Amuichi. When even he knelt down in the course of, he knelt down before the man. I'm not, the video is there. And then pleaded that Atiku is a unifier. If you go to Atiku's house, you will see Igbo children. All those, that all those rubbish. So he went, this all what he tried to sell Atiku. He went to Enugu State, Abia, everywhere, Imo, with Yemeki Ihedioha. So people were saying, but they've not zoned it. Before you know it, Atiku bought form. Not knowing that Wike was engineering behind that they should form a committee on zoning. Who chaired the committee? It was, Ugwani and Otom. He was telling them, so they have to zone the thing. They said, okay, they zoned the chairmanship to the north. They refused to zone the elective post, which is, presidential candidacy. So they said it should be thrown open. All their logic was, you respect the constitution when you are in power. We are not in power. How can we be sharing it? Let's throw it open. Let the best secure power for us first. All these thieves when they meet. So you see, so Wike's hand, they have to push Otom because Otom, most of the people in Benue State, or about 2 million according to him, are in the refugee camp. So Wike is sponsoring sort of once in a while, go to the camp and give them money and they will clap for him. So he who pays the piper dictates the tune in this case. So they dance to the tune of Wike, let them throw it open. How can you throw it open when you know that if power should come down south, naturally it should go to the southeast because southwest has gone under PDP, south has gone under PDP. So let southeast go, but they refused. Meanwhile, Wike said it's not Igbo, remember. So this is how you cook. How you see everything is working out for good for P2B. So the thing happened and they descended on Atiku. Atiku said, look, if they want to zone it, if they should zone it to either northeast or south or southeast, then he will. If they are zoning it to the south, let it be southeast, then he will step down, which he knows Wike won't agree. They threw it open, and then we all know what happened. Wike lost. And thank God, Yosha, you put himself into trouble by what he said. So Wike capitalized on it. You see, the thing is that they know. You see, that's what they call, I don't know. We have a saying in Igbo that there's a way you will dribble yourself, all this funny, just you being funny. There's a way you will dribble, go see who to dribble, then you dribble yourself. That type of thing. So look at where they are now in PDP. So whatever Wike is saying, and then you can imagine the corruption going in, the amount of money, the way they start money from people and what is happening. I feel that if Nigerians, I think the last time I spoke here, I said, what really do Nigerians want? I believe every Nigerian should now sit down because you don't need to go to any school, don't need any politician to school you again. The level of suffering in the country is enough for you to say, look, the level of suffering is enough for you to say enough is enough. You make your own choice. APC, of course, is a no-go area. Then PDP, that is branding themselves that they are government in waiting, they will take over. That is a no-go area. With what Wike is doing there, in fact, let is destroying and is now boasting because they can't sack him like he said. They can't suspend him. If they suspend him, he will say more. For instance, if not today, I would not have heard that somebody, Ayosha, you collected 1 billion from a presidential aspirant. And according to Wike, it did not go to it was not reflected in PDP's account. So somehow that might be a bribe. So all this type of thing happening. And then you can imagine the level of suffering of the people. So I feel that, yes, I think I heard somebody said we should not dwell on all this, you be talking about PDP or this our candidate. Yes, it's a good publicity because if PDP has been smooth selling, we could have been battling, saying, what are we going to do? But now they're exposing themselves to our own benefit. So all we need to do is that you tune into Radio Wike or TV Wike. Whatever he says is okay. You've had the news for the day. So it's not better than your P2B. Then the other chap, the Agbado man, who rented a bishop before, I think he probably, I must have to take credit for this, because I remember saying here on Niger Watch, and Niger Watch should take credit too. When I profiled the solution, I said, having chosen Muslim, he should have summoned the courage to go to Christian Association of Nigeria and explain his position, that there should be no cause for alarm. That way, at least he will be a bit honest. But after going to manufacture his own bishop, fake ones, he now felt that the tide turned against him. He felt that this is now the time to approach them. So what a shame. So you see, everything works out for good. They keep making mistake. And I remember Napoleon Bonaparte again. When your enemy is making a mistake, please do not stop him. Let him continue, because it's to your own good. So whatever Wike is doing is to the benefit of obedience, and I would like it to continue. By the time the campaign starts, let me now see how Atiku will campaign with Wike there, and let me see, already Wike's group has pulled out of the campaign council. So that tells you that what goes round comes round. People are now telling Atiku, during the time when Jonathan wanted to come, all of you left Jonathan in the lodge. Atiku left, Saraki left, Amwechi, all of them, what is it? All of them moved to APC to go and make sure that power moves to the north, and then humiliate Jonathan. What Ugwanye, Makinde, what is the governor of Abia, Ipazu, Otom, Wike, and whoever, what they are doing now, and the Bode George as their ringleader, what they are doing now is to humiliate Atiku or PDP the way they humiliated Jonathan. So what goes round comes round. That's why in this world, it's not that we can't do evil. I'm trying to be general now. I can do evil, but when I remember that if I do evil to somebody else, I will succeed. But there's what they call unintended consequences. That thing will still later come back to me. So why do it? Why should I do it? After doing, I'm getting a maybe momentary relief. Eventually, I'm going to suffer. Now, look at the quagmire article is. And when he reflects, he will now say that this is what he did to Jonathan. They engineered the fall of, they were in PDP. Some of them were in PDP, but make sure that PDP failed. So that is what Wike is doing to them. Even then, Wike's hand is not clean because he contributed. If they has insisted that no article, either start candidate or nothing, but they say throw it open. Now they threw it open, he lost, and then he held on to the commitment of Yoshayu, and that is now a problem because Yoshayu must have entered into a deal with Atiku. So if Yoshayu should step down, that is another expose that will come because it won't work. And if Atiku should allow Yoshayu to be there, it's a damaging. So in a way now, if you allow what they call Igbos call Odudu, one type of I don't know, flamboyant, I don't know how to say it. If you allow it to perch on your scrotum, if you leave it there, it will kill you. If you want to smash it, then you smash the vital part of your anatomy. So either way is the devil's alternative. So what is panning out in PDP? I think this is the best time to be alive. Is to the good of obedience, and this is what we want. Let there be confusion in the to understand that these are the people they did not mean well to you. They did not mean well. They are in opposition, yet they are behaving like this. Look at the amount of money that is exchanging hands. Look at 1 billion. Wike say it. He said if he denies it, he will say more. And Wike said that he could promise him, all those things. So they are nice. Like, we prayed for it. Probably this is even the strategy so that when P2B is selling his manifesto as from next week, then it will be smooth. Everybody will now come and listen because these people, they have nothing to do. Because if Atiku is coming out, you'll be thinking, what will Wike say? If Wike is, when Wike with his ear to the every day he gives one headline, an interview, he promised them that he won't say anything, that he will reserve some, because that is the way to fight. That is what Delegiwa taught them in journalism. When you do your research, you get all the points. 1 week, you release one headline and let the person talk. This week, if you release all of them, it will go away. So gradually, probably Wike must have, you see, he's working for obedient. Let me put it this way, inadvertently. He may not agree to it, but he want the PDP must be damaged from within. And when it's damaged from within, nothing is left. Already the Agbado people, we know how to, I mean, though that one is a no-go area. More people are, they've all seen it. So whichever way you look at it, let's just hope that Nigerians listening to us, they should come to Niger Watch and get the real perspective on why things are happening the way they're happening, and then why they should follow the path of P2B. On a final note, I will say this: 2023 is Nigeria's last chance. People can't take this shit anymore if they venture to rig P2B out, because it's quite clear there's nobody voting for Atiku. There's nobody voting for Agbado man. So if they try to play their hand anyway, I hope they won't be that insane. That will be Nigeria's last chance, and it won't go down very well. But I hope that with the plan, apart from this, on a positive side, I listened to Pat Otomi and what he said about the Labour Party and how they are going to move, how they are going to tackle the economy. So enough of all these negatives. So how they are going to tackle the economy, and what they are going to do is say, number one, unemployment with security, was trying to analyze what they are going to do to give the youth job, because you have to give people hope. As much as we are happy that Wike is doing our job without being paid, we have to also come up with the fact that this is what we are going to do. So hopefully by 28, I will be studying. I would like to see if I can get a copy of the manifesto of Labour Party and go through it. If it's online, I hope it should be, so that we start analyzing it and use the Niger Watch platform to also tell people that this is what to expect when P2B goes in. Pat Otomi said he won't be a minister because of his age. He felt he can't do it, but I know he will be at the background. They will be the people screening everything. In fact, this is when we are going to have a very, very balanced government that is really visionary, government that can sit down and then visualize the suffering of the people and then come up with, in fact, not even come up with, there's already something to do. Peter knows that power. He has been to Egypt. He knows what to talk about power. The post authority that is not making money in Nigeria, though it's making in Morocco, he knows what the reform to do. Pat Otomi is there to lead maybe the think tank without being maybe the hand behind the scene. So a lot will be going on. But meanwhile, let the campaign start, and then everything, the dynamics will change. Even people that do not believe in obedience before, by the time the P2B wants the rostrum and then start to speak, and then Dati Ahmed and the other people and Niger Watch here, because it will get busier. Analysis will now be on one particular issue. We help them to bring it up. As P2B is talking, Dati is talking, Pat Utom, everybody is shooting in different direction, but coordinated. Then I now see who will listen to all this Agbado man, who cannot stand, he cannot speak, he can't even hold flag. Or not to talk of article that will be dealing with the contradictions of PDP and the Wike factor. So it is the best time to be alive, to be honest with you. I'm not expressing, though the level of hardship in Nigeria is terrible, but this is the best time to be alive. This is an election like no other, a campaign like no other, issue-based campaign. Our candidate is very clean. Imagine the certificate they are bringing about. How can you be talking if you can go to University of Nigeria at Nsukka or tell somebody to go there and investigate? I mean, verify the guy graduated. If you have two degree, it means that you are ready to either to start a
Mr.
business.
Sim.
Thank you. Yes, please. Hello.
Yes, Mr. CM, thank you for your submission. Thank you, thank you. Like every other person, even in the comment section, I would love for you to just keep going on and on and on and on, but you know, always a time to wrap it up.
Okay. Can I let me drop this? Let me drop this issue. See, you see, I don't know what was it I wanted to say. It was it was Showere's school start that they were. Anyway, it's okay. I don't. So he's laughing. It's okay. Let me yield the floor so that somebody else could say something. Thank you very much. Let me leave it at that. Hello. Oh,
All right,
she's
Mr.
gone.
CM. All right,
Okay.
Mr. CM.
Thank
No
you.
problem at all. You're welcome. Thank you. And thank you to everyone that has been on this broadcast. See, make una no verse. If to say na village idea, I probably would be on the tree right now trying to get a good network. My network provider is trying to mess me up, but hey, I am back here. Thank you to everyone that has held it down. Thank you to my amazing panelists. Una too much. Every time una too much. So today is just one of those days where una too much. Thank you very much. And thank you to those in the comment section. Mommy Diaspora, I see you everywhere. Thank you so very much, Mama Dearest. Messi Shade, Omoyes Kona. Thank you. Kingsley. Oh, no, no, no. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Thank you, Kingsley. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to everyone on here. Simon, I see Simon here. I see who else is here. Evans. How you doing, sir? I see you right here. Thank you for being here. Felix M and self-development. Thank you. Thank you to everybody. Thank you. We've had quite a day on here with all the submissions. Thank you to everyone that has donated graciously to our channel. Thank you so very much. I do also remember our lineup programs. We have newspaper review every Monday through to Saturday, 10 a.m. Nigerian time to 11 a.m. And we have the chat Mondays and Wednesdays. Do well to join us. That's where we have our family roundtable discussion, guys. If you've not participated or watched broadcast on the charts, then you are missing. You probably should take a peek into one of our broadcasts. And we have discussions Monday to Thursday with your favorite girl, Kache, 5 p.m. Nigerian time, and of course the debate as they hot 6 p.m. Nigerian time every Friday. But do also turn on your notification bell, so for every time Nigeria Watch goes live, you'll be notified ASAP. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel. As I always say, please,
So I don't know if
support.
anybody can hear me. I'm just watching, but I have no sound. I can't hear anything.
Then, Mr. Sampson, you need to go and come back. I think it's your device. I'll remove you right now so you can come back. Yes. And we are rounding up now. We are just going to give 2 minutes round so we can round up. Emma, over to you.
All right. Please, if you can hear me, let me know.
Emma, are you there? Everybody's network is not friendly right now. Okay, let's start before we have Iman back. I will go back to who's playing music. Where's that music coming from? Justice for you. You have a music on your background, so because of that, we might not be able to have you to deliver your own last 2 minutes. Okay, let's go to Jordan for now while you sort out yourself. Mr. Jordan, you have 2 minutes, please. A close mark.
Okay, thank you, Niger Walk. Thank you, my fellow panelists and all our listeners around the world. Let us remain resolute. Let us remain focused. Let us know that the people that we are trying to rescue Nigeria from, they are not going to give up. They are not going to, it's like person when they chop, you will not close your eye and ask somebody to come and take what you are, your chop. I think that is what it is for them. To them, it's a fight to finish. So we should not forget that, and we should not underestimate what they are capable of doing. That is why I keep saying, much as we are planning and campaigning for Peter Obi and hoping, hopefully, he's going to win if INEC did not do their usual, we should also have as plan B what we are going to do should these people spin the surprise, which they have always done in Nigeria. Let us not forget about NSAS, what they did in NSAS. And let us not also forget what they are doing every day, how they are killing any uprising, anybody that tends to dissent with them, with their position and everything. Let us not forget that these people, they are demon incarnate. Okay, so that's what I'm going to say for that. I wish you all well. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Juden. I'll move on now to Mr. Samson Scott. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, thank you very much. I can hear you now. Thank you very, very much. I've just
Okay,
been
wonderful.
following, but I was trying to struggle with my sound. Okay, thank you.
You have
You
2 minutes.
know,
You have 2 minutes,
we
please.
have said myself. Okay, thank you. I have said a lot of wiki. So what I really want to say now is for us to really have this our dream to come to reality. How is it going to come to reality? Is by our work, our love, our coming together, our strength, our decision. We should stand on it by telling people what to do and how to do it. We should go and take all our PVC, hold it in our hands, then wait till 2023, come February. Then we take Nigeria that is our own to ourselves. Thank you, my fellow Nigerians. Happy weekend.
Thank you very much, Mr. Samson Scott. I appreciate you for that delivery. I'll move on now to Mr. Pansat. You have just 2 minutes, sir. Talk to us.
Thank you very much. Let me say that it's worth repeating over and over again. We have to have our eyes on the ball. Period. There's only one thing to do this 2023, early part of the year, take back our country. There'll be a lot of distractions. So the politicking begins on the 28th, a few days from now. So we should be ready. The source of people that have arrayed against our candidate are not choir boys. These are people who are going to go out there to disrespect, whereas our own treats them with approbation. These are the kind of people who are going to go out there and lie, where else will tell the truth. But let me go back to my respectful comment to the Northern Christians, and as a matter of fact, every other tribe in the country. Check and see what's happened with the Buhari's Fulanization agenda. The appointments he's made in key sectors of the country. Check and see if you are qualified. Are you in security, oil, finance, communications, or revenue mobilization from the country? No, unless you're Fulani, Hausa Fulani, what they call Hausa Fulani. But yesterday, or a couple of days ago, I was lauding the Nigerians. I said, there's been a change. That's a decoupling, by the way, of the Hausa Fulani thing. That's a Fulani, and that's our brothers, the Hausas. And they're no longer killing for herdsmen or whatever. I was giving them credit. Nigeria has matured there. So I'm all over the place because I only got 2 minutes to deliver. I think I've used at least half a second of my time. So I say again to Nigerians, let's keep our eye on the ball. Wike, that's the time for everything you've tried. You are the cause of your anguish in the party over there, PDP. You've been there a long time. And the problem, and that PDP has been there a long time, is because of people like you who ruined that party, because you shouldn't let the Northerners come over in that party and treat Southerners the way they do. If you weren't going behind everybody's back and selling us out, yeah, maybe you learned a lesson now. But this is a lesson anybody could have told, Ojukwu could have told you the same thing a long time ago. It's just like my Yoruba brothers and sisters. You want restructure. What the hell do you think Aburi was? That's restructure. If you Mr. Wike, everybody's telling you these people are on an agenda. They don't care how beautiful you look or how tall you are. They're on an agenda. So you say Tambuwal is your friend, and then you get rid of Uche Secondus because you have an ambition for Lera to run for president, and you made the entire place Northerners. So don't start crying right now, having sympathy, or your theatrics. Yeah, it's curious. I like theater. It's
All right,
good.
Mr. Pansat,
All right.
thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, let's move on now to okay, let me go back to just for you. Just for you, are you ready to talk to us right now?
Yeah, good evening, everybody, once again. My own advice, I'm going to give advice.
Okay.
Number one is how to safeguard those who are going to vote, because when you communicate home, you will hear different opinions. People are already saying that they are not going there because of what they have experienced, taken from the election of Kogi State and from other states, how they are killing people. People are saying that they are not going to vote except they have evidence that their life is going to be secure. So the political party this time around have to be working towards in line with that now, and how to convince people to come out. That is number one. Then the electorate, I want to ask for a favor, that we that are shouting for Ibi, we are looking for a better Nigerian. We are not paid. We don't know him. He's not part of. He's not our tribe person. We are not tribalistic. We are trying to see for the future of Nigeria being to be good. Nigeria is not under a spare. That whenever good thing is coming to Nigeria, there is a force fighting against it. When electricity was coming to Nigeria by during Jonathan time, a force fought against it. I know everybody know about that. The man resigned by himself. Now we are seeing Peter Obi now coming up to save Nigeria. There are forces that are fighting it. It's only Peter Obi that are qualified for that position. It's not my brother. It's not from my tribe. So we are only looking for the better Nigeria. Go out and vote, and make sure that the political party do something to secure the life of voters, and there will be no ringing. God bless Nigerians.
All right. Thank you very much for that, your 2 minutes delivery right there. Thank you. I'll go to Mr. CM. Mr. CM, please use your 2 minutes now, sir, so we can round up.
Okay, my 2 minutes, I think people must have listened to different perspective about the coming election. So what I will do is what I usually do. People should not lose hope. Help is on the way. There's a reason why Nigerian politics is taking the shape it is taking. There had never in the history of Nigeria can you see a group of voters, even before the campaign starts, people willingly, without being paid, coming out, not just in one local government or one city, but across different geopolitical zones, middle belt, south, southeast, southwest, even where you did not even expect, and people are coming out to say that they are going to vote for Labour Party and P2B. Are you telling me that these people that they were not paid to come out and campaign for P2B, just like we are doing here? Then on the day of election, they'll be hoping that somebody will give them 5,000 naira or whatever. No. They've seen that even if you are giving 10,000 naira, you've sold your conscience for 4 years. So that formula is no longer tenable. They did it in 1999, 2003, 2007, 2011, 2015. I mean, people are tired. 2019, the worst. So that formula, that means that people should be hopeful. A change is coming. Hope is on the way.
All right.
Yeah. That's what I want to say. They should not lose hope. Help is on the way, rather. That's what I want to say. So as time goes on, hopefully during the campaign, we'll be analyzing the manifesto here, the way people, in the language that people, we might even use Pidgin English, in the language that people will understand it, because the campaign will really start. Every manifesto, how it will benefit you, how it will be done, because there won't be corruption. What party Tommy and P2B is involved, there can never be corruption there. So that's what we are going to do. That's the package we are going to get. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. CM. We appreciate you, and I appreciate every one of you today that have contributed directly or indirectly to us. Thank you, my people. We need to round up right now. We're almost 4 hours. Ima's network has been interrupted. Yeah, but I want to let everybody know that the reason why we're doing what we're doing is for us to have a better Nigeria. Yes, that's the only reason why you see we are here every day, Monday to Friday, Monday to Thursday, 5 p.m. every day. While Friday, that's what we're doing now, our debate 6 p.m. Saturday, randomly, we come out 5 or 6 p.m. Sunday, 6 p.m. with Mr. Lefties. While morning show, we have our news review every morning, 10 a.m. to 11. So we're always here. It's just for us to have a better Nigeria. That's why we're here. All of us are tired. We're not going to continue like this. Let's stand, because I can see some people are still standing on the fence. I don't know why, to be honest. I don't know why you're on the fence. I don't know if this situation that we all are facing right now, if it's not affecting you. So this is the time for everybody to come out and say what you stand for, and ask yourself why you are standing for it. Okay, for me, it's only one hope, it's only one journey, it's only one person. It's Peter Obi. Appreciate every one of you. I just can't wait for the campaign to start, which is around the corner. 5 days from now, it's counted down already. You know, is around the corner. I can't wait for it to start, because I know then some of you that have been questioning that Peter Obi is not talking, is not all that. Don't worry. When the campaign starts, you're going to hear more from him. In fact, when the campaign starts, you will hear things that you've not expected to hear from our principal. Okay? That's why campaign is there, because you have to sell yourself. Campaigns is the open field for you to sell yourself. I wouldn't expect my principal to come out and be calling my senior brother left and right. No. So the campaign is coming out. So we'll hear more, you know, from our principal. Thank you very much, my people. Help us to share our video, like our video. We appreciate every one of you. Everybody right there on the comment section, every one of you that super chatted us today. We appreciate you all. Our last donor today was Mr. Desmond. Mr. Desmond, thank you so much. And every one of you that super chatted us today, we appreciate every one of you. This means a lot to us. In fact, it gives us more courage, more energy, and more enthusiasm to do what we are doing right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now God, now God bless you now. When I know I be now, now Niger, now we do all those things. You know, it's not easy. Now generator now take the broadcast to now every day. Now see what happened to him. If I was not here as a backup, I know what will happen. You know, if I have to open my door right now, you will hear the sound of generator to know that. Can you hear that?
Yeah,
That is how you can hear that. So
Mr. Elvis,
that's what we pass through every day. 4 hours. We use generator just to do a broadcast 7 days a week. Somebody's trying to get my attention right there.
Yeah, that was me. Let me just be brief. I wanted to say that I'm joining Mr. Alexander in pledging, Alexander Gomez in pledging 1,000 for December. And I'm sure some others will do the same. But I'm trying to say to the Obi campaign, any of them that could hear me, that kind of money is not going to be enough. We want to have this forum ready and geared up, no matter what it takes to mobilize for this campaign. So I want them, I know they don't give shishi, but they have to try to support you, especially since you're on the ground and you are genuine. You don't need it. People won't approve what I'm saying, but they should make some resources available to you, even if it's not money, resources. But money probably is the best way to go. And let's try to have a solid thing going on here. Thank you very much.
Wow, Mr. Pansat, I really do appreciate this. Thank you so much. Mr. Gomez pledged another 1,000 yesterday. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. We need this. We need it. The courage at all, you saying it at all already give us the energy to put more effort to what we're doing. You know, we are not doing this because we are waiting for anybody to pledge for us. We are doing this to have a change where you and I can benefit from. That's why we're doing this. You know, we've never come on air to force anyone that you must give us some money or whatever. But sometimes when we showcase, or rather to let you know what we are using to do this, you know, it's strange. Not everybody that can use a generator and all that. Nigeria is messed up. Nothing is working. It's just the fact. I'm here. Nothing is working. No road, no security, no hospital, no education, nothing, no school. Nothing is working. Everything is rubbish in Nigeria. So we need the change. We really need it. We are not needing it. We are not fighting to have this change for selfish interest. We just want a change. Because if I travel out of Nigeria right now, I'll have a better life. in the UK, and many of you that is talking right now on my panel, you have a better life where you're talking from. We want to have that same better life in our own country, even though it's not up to the standard of UK, or just give us the basic amenities. Let us have permanent light, give us security, let our road be free again, where we can travel with car and look everywhere, stop on the way, buy corn, buy pear, buy different kind of things, and in every junction you pass through, just be happy the way it used to be before. So that's what I want, So, but at the moment now, you can't dare. If you travel through the road right now, it's even more expensive. Some people are saying that flight is expensive now because I travel to Abuja now cost about 100,000 naira in a flight, just a one-way trip. So to go to Abuja now costs 200,000 going and coming back. It's crazy. Trust me, it's crazy. To go to Edo State now from Lagos to Edo State, where I came from, you have to pay 65,000 naira for a flight. So it's about almost 140,000 naira. I'll be 130,000. I don't know, just for to and fro. How long are we going to continue like this? If you go through the road, if you are kidnapped, you're going to pay 50 million naira. It's crazy. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I put a lot of things to this to happen every day. And I'm thanking every one of you, all my panelists, all my contributors, all my commenters, callers, my spectators, all of you. I appreciate every one of you. Trust me, I learn from you guys every day. If I know you all, I don't think I'll be here. I've learned a lot from you guys. I'm privileged and I'm grateful to God that I have the platform, but I'm learning from you guys from the same platform. This platform now doesn't look like a platform that belongs to one person anymore. It belongs to every one of us. That's why it's called Nigeria Watch Family. And I'm happy that every one of you that choose to be part of this, to associate yourself with this, to affiliate yourself with this platform, we are here for a better Nigeria. Thank you, my people. Everyone right there on the comment section. Mommy Diaspora, mother of all, my great mother, I appreciate you so much. Omoye's Corner, see you right there, God Sense, Iris Finest in the building, Tony Africa. See you all right there. And God bless all of you. The Queen Valerie is right there with us. Bella Naomi is right there with us. Joseph Oji, Selena, see you right there. Thank you, my people. I wish I can mention everyone's names. Trust me, we have a lot of comments today. I can't mention everyone's name, but I will say I love you all equally. I appreciate every one of you. Without you guys, we can't do what we're doing. Thank you once again, Mr. Pansat. I appreciate you always. I appreciate every one of you right here. I would like us to take a leave right now. Tomorrow, we're going to be back here randomly, but certainly 6 p.m. Look out for Leftists on Sunday. Then our journey continues again from Monday to Monday. God bless every one of you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend, and stay blessed, every one of you. Bye and bye for now.
Our great Nigeria is very possible. For better infrastructure, for better life, yeah, my people. For better roads, yeah, for better hospitals and health, yeah. For lights today, for everything to work for us, for Nigeria. Yeah. No more hunger. For better Nigeria. Oya o, obi kerereke, 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 Hausa man, Yoruba man, Igbo man, Middle Belt, Niger Delta. Let us come together for better Nigeria, for better life, for better health, for better road, from consumption to production.
Yes, so we can pepper them, pepper them. With your designers, you pepper them. Pepper them. Rich, make you pepper them. Oh, yeah, say pepper them. Your designers, they pepper them. Oh, yeah, say pepper them. Pepper them. Rich, make you pepper them. Oh, yeah, say pepper them. Your designers, they pepper them. Oh, yeah, say pepper them.
Don't distract us again. If you distract us again, I'll say more things. That Nigerian, when they see you, they will pour you hot water. Because
agreement is agreement, yo. Agreement is agreement, yo. Make we do what you talk. You come to change topic. Agreement is agreement, yo.
because
Agreement is agreement, yo. Agreement is agreement, yo. Make we do what you talk. You come to change topic. Agreement is agreement, yo.
Whoever you are, shame. That's the shame unto you. All power belongs to Jesus. That's the shame unto you. All power belongs to Jesus. That's in a gangaru osisiame. All power belongs to Jesus. That's the shame unto you. Eyes. All power belongs to Jesus. I see the walker, he depend them. I see the sweet us, he depend them. Yendeba.